All right, everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. And to all the first-time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. And to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video and to stay tuned on in towards the end of the video. I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys you won't want to miss, and you definitely want to add it to your watch list. Kathy Wood has been loading up on it as it's going down, right? She's doubled down her position. She went from 3 million to 6 million. So stay tuned for all that information to be exact on all that is going on with that ticker symbol. So here we are with ticker symbol OCGN, Ocugen Inc. It continues to fall downwards. Now I've been talking about this one over at the Patreon, and I mentioned it this weekend. It has potential, and there's some things about this stock that are reminding me of the past, which we're going to zoom out and look at in just a moment. But I do want you guys to be aware that if you want more ticker symbols that I'm watching and more in depth of what I like or dislike about a stock, you can join us over at the Patreon, me and the other investors. And I do updates weekly on the stocks I'm watching and throughout the week on opportunities that present themselves. Now, in the last video, I talked about an article that talks about Ocugen and the bullish remarks that it could obtain up to 1 billion in valuation, right? Which is almost double of wherever it lands, right? As that revenue comes in and the profit from Covaxin. And then also we have in April, the date coming up that the emergency FDA use approval, quote unquote, could hopefully get passed for Covaxin, which then Ocugen will generate revenue from those vaccines, being the US market distributor. They plan on distributing 100 million doses. So it's a big deal. It's a big deal. We got to see what happens. So I remember this time period here, and it's funny. I left the circle in the arrow because I talked about this when the run started. And this was a long period of, downward trend, and there was a lot of uncertainty, and there was a lot of almost giving up. A lot of investors were giving up. It had hit a low of 143. I always said that as long as it didn't hit back to 60 or even below $1, there was some strength. Well, it hit that low, it bounced back up, and from 180 moving forward, it ran up, right? So there's a few things here that look a little bit similar. So I want you guys to see this. So here we have a little spike in the middle. Here we have a little spike in the middle. Now, the volatility there was a little bit more stable than the one that we've seen here, and a little bit more stable than the one that we've seen over here. But if you think about it in the same direction, yes, we're going like that, and we're going to go like that for some time. Now, anything above $6 is showing strength. If it breaks through $6 and goes lower, that's the price that a lot of institutional ownership and investors own their shares for. That's like their average cost. So anything below that, you're buying in. If you were to buy in, right? This is not financial advice or to tell you to buy, sell, or hold any positions. But if you were to buy in and average down or buy in for the first time, you're buying in below $6 with the institutional investors at their share price per share. So that's pretty interesting. But the reason why it's looking a little bit the same is that little spike and then downward movement and stagnation in the stock and slowly going lower and lower and lower. It's been a pretty fast downward trend here from the 18th forward, but I'm talking about the long-term trend, right? Since February, lower, jumping up, down, lower, and lower. And we're hitting newer lows every single day. I think there's some room here to get closer to $6, probably even between $5.30 to $6, $5.20 to $6. And that's me being bold based off of the analysis that I've done so far on the charts and also the weakness in the market. That's kind of the worst case scenario, in my opinion. I can be completely wrong, but it's looking the same. And after that stagnation and all that uncertainty and giving up, look what happened. This is what I want you guys to focus on, the bigger picture. Now, I'm not saying a run like this could happen again, but I'm sure there will be catalysts in April. I feel like April is the month for Ocugen. I could be completely wrong and it can just continue to get destroyed. We'll have to see. But I want you guys to be aware of that. There's just some similarities that I'm seeing. And You know, I didn't doubt Ocugen back here, and I'm not doubting it now, but we need to be careful. We do want to be careful as investors. But I look forward to seeing the rocket ships down below for those of you that are holding strong and believe in Ocugen. And where do you see it going? Comment down below. Put a rocket ship and your share count or how you feel about it. And then in another comment, tell me where you see it going. I look forward to seeing your guys' thoughts down below. So here we are with supports and resistance. And we're going to look at this very narrow because we know $6 is our true support if it breaks through the support we're about to talk about. So the support right now is $6.49. Anything below that is bearish, and we're already in bearish territory, and it's just pulling downwards even deeper into bearish territory, getting weaker and weaker. So we want to watch between $6.49 and obviously $6 how this is reacting. Now we're currently sitting at $6.54. The 50-day moving average is $7.14, and we need to break through that to get back into bullish territory. But before getting there, we have a resistance level to break through, and that is right here at $6.78. $6.78 needs to be broken through, turn into a support so the bulls can reach newer highs, new resistance levels, and work their way up closer to the 50-day moving average. Now, this does not signify or guarantee that the bulls have made it, okay? They got a long stretch to go. This is just a momentum indicator to let us know as investors that this is working its way up to newer highs and closer to its goal. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're a new subscriber or a new viewer, don't forget to click on the bell, click the subscribe button, and also share this with your friends and community so they can find out about the channel. They can find out about these different videos because I do daily videos. And don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel, the YouTube algorithm, and it lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into these videos. Stay tuned because we got a lot to cover on the next ticker symbol. Cathie Wood has doubled. So the ticker symbol I have for you guys today is SKLZ, Skills. I want you guys to add this one to your watch list if you don't have it already. I have the website pulled up because I want you guys to go check it out after this video. Skills.com. There's so much to learn about the company on there and to see its potential. Now, I want you guys to be aware that I have my own merch now. The link is down below, Invest for Tomorrow merch. The link will be there. I look forward to seeing your guys' thoughts on these shirts and hoodies and jackets. We got the diamond hands here, buy the dips, sell the rips, and Invest for Tomorrow shirts with the logo. So I'm always open to feedback. So if you want to comment down below what you think about them after you check it out, I would appreciate it. Now, I want you guys to see the chart. The chart's been falling downwards. I've been watching this since March 16th. I watched it till the 17th, brought itself back up, and then I saw it dipping again on the 19th. And when it jumped back up, I ignored it. I said, oh no, this is going to go ahead and consolidate within this period. Didn't turn out that way. It actually continued to dip. And over the weekend, I came across it on my watch list and I said, why have I been ignoring this? I should have watched this sooner. But I'm glad that I watched it now because it looks like it may have bottomed or we're getting close to the bottom, which we're going to talk about in just a moment. So over at the Patreon, I talk about different ticker symbols that I'm watching throughout the week. And then also in the weekdays, I talk about anything that comes up that looks like an opportunity. So if you guys aren't over at the Patreon, I want you guys to be aware. I have 3 tiers. Once those 3 tiers get filled up, there's going to be new tiers. I'm treating the Patreon like a stock, right? When you get in early, right? At an IPO or a SPAC, if you want to say, but SPACs that are going to be successful, not the ones that are falling. An IPO that's successful, you're getting in early, right? Into the stock. And the earlier you get in, the bigger the reward because you're going to receive the same content from these tiers than all the next tiers. The reason why there's going to be new tiers is because they're going to get filled up over time. Now, those of you that are feeling like you're tight on a budget or you don't want to invest too much into other resources, I respect it, but I want you guys to be aware whenever you're comfortable to, you can. I know the stock market's falling, but this is the best time to be equipped. For 13 cents a day, you will be in the first tier. And by joining the first tier, you're going to receive information every single week on opportunities. No instant gratification though, okay? I look forward to putting a Discord in the near future, and I look forward to doing a series to help investors understand the market and navigate it a little better and charts. in the near future, but no instant gratification. But there is opportunities to excel and succeed at maximizing profits and minimizing losses, which is what my strategy is. And sometimes it's a little bit slower than others, but the whole point is becoming profitable at the end rather than selling at a loss because it fell, or having to jump in at a stock at the wrong time and it's falling. I try to catch stocks at the best time, because even if it goes a little bit lower, you're catching it at its lower points. The lower a stock is caught, the risk is always there, but it gets less because there's a lot more room to go up than to go down. And that's a whole nother thing, which I'm going to talk about in the series over at the Patreon. But let's talk about SKLZ. So SKLZ has been falling because of insider selling pressure. That's what really started to make me watch this. Then the fear of the market, right? On top of that. Then I talk about SKLZ, which I already told you guys, go check out the website. But at the time of me doing this video, it was sitting at 1860. It hit a low of 1758 recently. And if that gets broken through, this could head to $15. Okay. This is me summarizing everything that I said here. And then I went ahead and took it a step further to say, as it's going down, Cathie Wood has been buying. So let me share that with you guys. Let me show you guys. So Cathie Wood on the 16th had 3.7 million of skills. You can see skills right here. 3.7 million shares. Well, today, as of today, this is the most updated PDF based off of Friday, right? The 26th. They have 6 million shares of skills. Look at skills, 6 million shares. Okay? It's going to be even more interesting to see them load up on more shares today or in the near future, in the next following days. But very interesting to me. And why could this head to $15? Well, I have circles here on how it looks when it breaks through the RSI on the oversold section, right? And it hasn't touched that yet. And there's room here. It's been fighting between $17.90 and $18 all day. Now, this has been the whole entire bigger picture of it falling, but there could be a change of events here that can actually change everything here. Even if the RSI goes down a little bit, it could possibly have like a quick dip and come back up and then consolidate and show some strength in this area. That's going to be a good sign for the chart overall. But the closer it gets to $15, the more interesting it's getting. Now on the MACD, it's showing signs of room to fall. And on the RSI, based off the history, it's showing signs of room to fall as well. We're going to have to watch this carefully. But I've already alarmed everyone over at the Patreon. We need to watch it. If it shows strength and it starts moving up, well, at least we know that 1758 may have been the dip, the bottom, which I also mentioned over at the Patreon in that post. But we're watching this, and I think there's still room here based off the chart. The only way this can start running up is if the market goes wild and just rebounds itself and starts running up again. But I think there's room here. So I want you guys to start watching it, start doing your research. This is looking like an opportunity. As always, guys, I look forward to your thoughts down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.